Mia cucina means my kitchen in Italian. And boy, do I have something amazing to show you today. From start to finish, step by step, I'm going to show you how to make an empanada. We're going to be making also well, I'm so used to saying tortillas, but they're not tortillas. They're just empanaditas. The dough, we're going to be making the dough. We're going to stuff the dough. And boy, we got so much to go. So the prima cosa, before we do anything, is to have the fadale. And because when we have empanadas in Argentina, we get together with family and we're the familia. It's all about familia. So these wonderful little pockets of deliciousness. It can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you go to Argentina, you can go to all kinds of different. And look, guys, I can actually almost tie myself around. Look at this, almost there. Woohoo! We're losing weight. Okay, well, this is not fat-free. But anywhere you go in Argentina, and then depending on what states you go to Argentina, they all have different empanadas. Empanadas come in many, many different ways, and I'm going to show you some deliciousness. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our nice little food processor, and I'm going to show you how to do this very easily. But I want to get my glasses because I want to introduce you to something. Anyways, I am going to be using 2.5 cups of organic all-purpose flour. That's what I'm using, but you can use any kind of all-purpose flour. We're only going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're only going to use 1 egg. Okay, so far so good. Wonderful. I'm going to be using some baking powder. I'm only going to be using about a 1/2 teaspoon of that. I'm going to be using 2/3 of very, 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 very cold water. And I'm going to go get 1 stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup. And I'm going to go get it out of the refrigerator because we have to do this when it's very cold in order for our dough to work. All right. Ooh, I'm so excited about empanadas tan riquísimas. Empanadas so delicious. Okay. So very easy. 1 stick of butter. I'm using organic butter. You don't have to use organic butter, but I do. Because let me tell you something. When you go to the grocery store and you buy one thing and then you go to the health food store, it's a lot less expensive than at the grocery store for you to buy organic. Okay, I'm going to be done with that because if not, Publix is going to get mad at me. All right. So what we want to do is we want to sift 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to repeat it and repeat it. And I found that this dough is easy, so easy. And I do not have a press machine that will make the nice pretty things, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing we definitely want to do is to get our flour. So what I want to do is I always like to do a spoon because I really like to give my flour, you know, some more air. So what I want to do is I just want to take 1 nice cup and make sure, I just had the knife. Where did it go? Did it go somewhere else? Geez, these are, I know I had a knife over here. All right, you know, the knife police. All right, but it's okay, we have another one. So just make sure that you measure very, very well. Okay, that goes 1 cup. I'm airing out, even though we are going to sift it, 2 cups. And now I'm going to go to 1/2 cup. You know, use your knife to measure 2.5 cups, guys. 2.5 cups of the flour. All-purpose flour. Let me put this away so I can get this out of the way because I really need this entire, because we're going to do everything together from beginning to end, including either eating 1 empanada. Okay, so now I have this out of the way. I get that done. So when I get it out of the way, it's done. All right, so to this that I have here, 2.5 cups, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Okay, 2.5 cups to this. We are going to take to this. We are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. A good heaping teaspoon of salt. Okay? So far, so good. All right, I don't want to lose anybody because this is very important transaction. Okay, now to this, I am going to use baking soda, and I'm going to use probably, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. I am done with that. So that is finished. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to sift. I want to sift this because we're going to put this into our food processor. This is a very easy dough. I have played and played and played and played and played and played with dough, and I have found that sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're soft, and I have found that this really works. Okay, so now to that, I'm just going to add it into my food processor like so. Very simple, easy transaction. And now I'm done with this bowl. See how easy, see how fast. All right, I'm going to continue to keep everything clean because I do need the surface because I'm going to be working on here with everything else. And I'm going to stay with you through the whole thing. Okay, so now what I want to do to this is I want to go ahead and pulse this. Okay, I haven't done anything yet. Okay, but what I want to do now that I have these ingredients, okay, I am going to use an entire half a cup or a stick of butter. And the butter is going to go in here, and I already cut it all up. It's nice and, oops, come back here, we need you. That's going to go in the sink. I'm going to clean my hands. And then I want to show you this, guys. This is shortening. You know, what I found out is that empanadas really are made with a lot of shortening. And then later on, things have, you know, evolved in putting butter and all this other stuff. So I'm only going to use a little bit of this organic superfood that is Nutiva shortening. It's non-GMO. It is wonderful for you. Check it out for those that are trying to lose some weight. Okay, so what I'm only going to do to this, I'm only going to add a half, well, probably about a good heaping teaspoon of this in here. I find it that it just makes it so much nicer and easier. All right, so now what I want to do to this is I am going to pulse this until, make sure you put your hand over this because if not, you'll be covered with flour. On top of flour, and what you are looking for is you are looking for the flour to look like a tiny little piece. Tiny little piece. All right, let me look some more. No, it's not there yet. You know, you gotta, you know, don't rush this. You cannot rush this. Oh yeah. Okay, so now that it's looking like a pea and it's kind of almost coming together. It almost comes together, okay? I'm just going to let it go one more time because I really want this to come together. Oh, okay, come on now. We can do it. Oh, yeah. All right, now it's coming more together. So now what I want to do is, oh, I have an egg right here. And what I want to do is, let me see, where is my, aspetta! I have so many bowls today that I just kind of, all right, so what you want to do is I will take this one egg, it's a room temperature, and I'm just going to make sure that you save these, you wash these, and you can grind them and put them into your compost. So I'm going to save them, and I have them over here. Let me just put them over here. All right, perfect, 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 perfect. All right, so what I want to do is I really kind of want to help this guy out because what we are going to do is we are just going to take this little guy, this little egg, and just kind of just help this out. And then what I want to do is I want to put this back on. All right, and I know this is going to be very daunting, so I'm just going to start pause the egg in here. Make sure it gets in there really good. Okay, I'm done with this now. This can be out. Baboom, finito. Okay. So now that we have the 2.5 cups of flour in here with the salt, a little bit of the baking powder, remember the half a teaspoon of salt, and we did the half a stick, the entire half a cup, which is an entire stick of butter. We made it into the little pea thing. Then we added the egg. And now what I want you to do is, you have to have very ice water. I have very, very, very cold water. So I'm going to clear the decks because now I do not need this anymore. I'm done with that. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Finito. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure you don't get the ice in there. I am going to I have a 1/3 cup, but I'm going to probably be using 2/3 cups. Until it comes into a ball, guys. So make sure that you give it time. See what I'm doing? Make sure you give it time. Okay, here comes the second third. Sometimes, you know, it depends on how the day is or the humidity. And let it do its thing. See, it's starting to make a ball right there. All right, you see that? All right. I am going to go check this now. Okay, so as you can see, I use this is 1/3. I use 2 of these very ice cold water. Oh, I don't know why I have my glasses on. Okay, so now I have a beautiful dough. And what I want to do is I want to get my board. And I'm going to really be working from this board. So now I'm done with the water, so that can go away. And I'm going to take this out, and I want to make sure that I have enough flour. Sometimes, you know, when you're, so you don't really have to use a lot of flour. All right. So make sure you get yourself some saran paper, because what we are going to do, guys, is this is going to go into the refrigerator, okay? Just make sure you just add a little bit more flour. And I'm just going to keep this flour on the side because I'm going to be needing it for later. So make sure that, you know, you have it, your board is nice and nice like this. So you don't have to have anything fancy, a cutting board, that's what I have here. All right, I'm going to take this out, and you can see, oh yes, it made this beautiful masa. Let me remove this. Because like I said, you know, I'm going to be showing you from beginning to end on how to do everything. Okay, so now, as you can see, you have this beautiful thing right here. We're done with that. And so what I would do is, it's a little crumbly, just kind of work it, kind of bring it together like so, okay? So just work it a little bit. If you're not too much flour, just dusting. I don't want to really work it too much because, you know, I don't want this to get warm. And what you want to do, see what I'm doing here, guys, is you just want to make it into a nice ball. A nice ball, okay? So let's see. Now, if you have one of these, okay, just kind of move it to the side. You're going to get your saran paper. And it's okay if it gets a little, you know, floured. And I'm just going to put this guy right in here like so. All right. All right. And make sure you cover this guy really, 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 really well. Because this is going to give you about 12 empanadas. Empanadas. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I mean, sometimes, you know, when it gets into the... you would think that I would have a problem with the dough, but no, I'm having a problem with the saran wrap. Okay, so now that I have this right here, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'll be right back. Okay, so now this goes into the refrigerator. And what I would suggest is that you guys put it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. And sometimes overnight is probably going to be better. So I'm just going to remove that. So I'm going to remove this out of the way because now we are going to start working on the fillings. So I got let me get this out of the way. All right, so you want to get your pan to start being heated. And what I want to do is I want to put it on about medium. All right, I'm going to remove this, but we are going to come back to this because we have to form the little containers that are going to be holding our meat and everything. Las tapas. I call them tapitas. Bueno. All right, so now what I'm going to do is let me show you what I have here, because this is what I am going to be using that is going to be going on in here. That's going to make our filling. This is an Argentinian, this is what I remembered. So I am going to be utilizing some spicy red pepper flakes. I'm going to be utilizing some Montreal seasoning. There was no Montreal seasoning in Argentina when I was growing up, but there is here. And I got some paprika right here. And I also have a little bit of thyme over here. So this is what I have here. Let me put some, what I'm going to put on here is I am going to take some vegetable oil, okay guys? And what I'm going to do to the vegetable oil is that I am going to use, because I only have it's just my husband and I'm only going to use a ½ pound of grass-fed beef that is, it's just ground beef, that's all it is, but it's grass-fed. And I'm going to go grab it out of the refrigerator right now. And there's quite a bit of toppings that goes to this, and I know it's very daunting, but at the end, it's amazing and delicious. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to do I have about a 1/3 cup, which I'm just going to use ½ of a 1/3 cup, and I'm just going to put this to the side in case I need it. Because out of this cast iron skillet, guys, I am going to be doing everything. All right, so what I have here is, let me bring you back. I have 1 boiled egg that I have chopped. I have, everything is 1/3 cup, so it's going to be very, very easy. Are you ready? A 1/3 cup of red onions, a 1/3 cup mixed peppers, a 1/3 cup of chopped tomatoes, a 1/3 cup of Kalamata olives. You don't like them, omit them. I have about 4, what I have here is garlic, and I've taken 4 cloves of garlic and I have chopped them. I have here, I have organic green olives that have the little pimentos. I like it that way, it's flavorful. I have about a 1/3 cup of white potatoes that I just, cooked in water, drained them very, very, very well. And then I have a 1/3 cup of the green onions. And this is what's going to be our wonderful toppings that are going to go in here, because I'm also going to be showing you a savory one. All right, so now this is really screaming at me. Because now it's nice and hot and ready to receive our beautiful ground beef. Oh yeah, there it goes. So simple and easy. I like simple and easy. Okay, and what we want to do, even though this is ground beef, we want to break it down. And what I want to do here, guys, is I just want to I want to brown my ground beef. In the meantime, I'm going to put this in the trash. And what I want to do with this is I want to go ahead and put my peppers in here, okay, my onions in here, and I'm telling you, if you have any leftover filling, oh my goodness, this makes such a deliciousness. I'm going to wait on the tomatoes. I'm not ready for the tomatoes yet, so what I did is I just added the onions and the peppers. That's what I want in here, the onions and the peppers. Oh yeah. I haven't done anything yet. So right now, what I want to do is I want to brown my meat. Because this is what's going to be the filling for our empanadas that I'm going to show you how to cook these. Alright, so right now that this is going on in here, I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. This is the paprika, the wonderful Montreal seasoning, And now I'm going to add a little bit of my spezzi, a little bit. If you don't like spezzi, you know, spezzi are the red pepper flakes, you can omit them, but I like to use them. I like that. And Reg is right underneath my feet here. And I'm just going to add my potatoes in here. And I am going to save this because this is how I'm going to make my rounds. Isn't that perfect? Because I don't have one of those cutout things. And it's okay. Now I'm going to add my garlic. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, it's rocking and rolling. We are rocking and rolling in this kitchen. You know, I spent 13 years in Argentina, and it's been 50 years now that I've been in America, because I moved to America when I was 13 years old. And this year, actually in 2020, it's been 50 years. So when somebody asks me where am I from, if I was born in Italy and spent 2 years there, and then I spent 13 years in South America and 50 years in America, where am I from? Interesting, eh? All right, so, you know, we're still cooking this because it needs to be cooked, because this is what's going to go into our wonderful, oh yeah, it is beautiful. All right, so I am done with these. I know there's a lot of little plates, but thank God we have a dishwasher. Okay, now I'm going to add my olives because I want them in there. All of my olives, my green onions go in there. And then what I have here is my parsley. And what I've done, guys, is actually this is a half a cup. And what I did is I mixed parsley with cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, just use parsley. We got to have some greens. And that goes all in there like that. Very easy. I know it's a lot of little dishes. Reggie, there's nothing for you. I know you smell that, baby. I know you smell that. And today is National Pet Day. Hey, happy National Pet Day to everybody that owns a pet. All right, so, oh man, this is looking so good. And I haven't done much yet. I haven't tasted nothing yet. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of salt. What I did salt the potatoes when I cooked the potatoes, and I cut them in little pieces, guys. They got to be in little chiquitito pieces like this. Okay, oops. Oh, wow. Yum. All right. Oh, baby, yeah. This is working really beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to add my tomatoes. That goes like that. That's that. Super easy transaction. It is such a pretty dish, but it's all going to be hidden in that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tapita. Bueno, I don't know. It's not tapita. I don't know what it's called. I guess I'm going to have to... No, I don't have to give it a name because these are empanadas. All right, so here, well, let me just taste this. I'm going to taste it. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, wow. Mmm. Oh, man. It's got a great flavor. Oh, Reggie, look. Oh, wait a minute. That's a tomato. You can't eat a tomato. Wait. Don't eat that tomato. He was hoping it would be a piece of beef. No chance, little guy. I'm so sorry. So what we want to do is, you know, we just kind of want to cook this. You know, we want all of these wonderful things to marry with each other. Oh, yeah, baby. I have not done the eggs yet. Okay, I'm going to taste it again. Mmm. Oh. Oh, yeah. I am sure that... Here, Reggie, here's some beef. There you go. Right there. There's some. Oh. You know, it's National Pet Day. You got to give him something. All right, so what I want to do is I'm just going to shut this off. Okay? And I'm going to get... Oh, I'll be right back. I got to get a little bowl. I'll be right back. Aspetta! Un minuto! Aspetta! All right, so now let me grab a spoon. Because we are pretty much done with this. See how fast and easy that goes. Okay, so, because what we want to do is we just want to put this in a bowl, guys. All right, just like that. I know I'm making a mess. I always make a mess. There goes the oil. Oh well. That is why it's really good, to have these that absorbs everything. It makes it a lot easier for me. It's a little more, laundry, but hey. All right, so what we want to do is we want to take all this deliciousness. Obviously, I don't know how much is going to go in, but I can tell you that whatever is left over, I am going to have it. All right, and because we are going to be using the same pan, guys, all right? So what I want to do is what I want to do to this is I want to go ahead and add my eggs. Okay, now I'm done with this. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Nothing broke, thank goodness. And I'm just going to mix it together. This is the filling. Look at that. All right, and what you want to do is you want to cool this filling out. Okay, we're cooling this out. Okay, so now that this is cooling, I am done with this. So I'm going to remove this. And what I want to do is I want to come back over here because I am going to show you also a savory. This is the savory, but I also want to show you a sweeter one. Because in Argentina they have all kinds of different ones. They have the ones that they have with the cheese, or they have, and as I'm talking to you, I'm going to rinse this off. And as you know, we don't have water to that, but I can just rinse it. I can just use my towel here, okay? Because we are going to be using the same pan. And we are going to be putting a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Actually, I'm going to be using not olive oil. I am going to be using just regular Crisco oil because that's what a lot of people have. And I want to keep this to where you understand it and you already have it in your home, okay? All right, so now that this is already, it's nice and clean and white. All right, so what I want to do to that, before I start anything else, is I want to get my 1/4 cups. I'll be right back. It's just a lot of different things today, guys. All right, where's my 1/4 cup? All right, here's my 1/4 cup. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just add a 1/4 cup of that. I'm probably going to add 2 1/4 cups. Because, I'm not deep frying them, okay? So let's just do three 1/4 cups. So what is that? 3/4. Oh my goodness, math was not one of my favorite things. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to bring your attention to figs. Italians, we love figs, and and I always wanted to have an empanada with figs. So we are going to do an empanada with figs. But also, I'll be right back. Let me go get everything out so I can start showing you what I'm going to be doing. All right. So even though it's an empanada and an Argentinian empanada, but I also wanted to pay tribute to having something different and more delicious. So I'm going to be using some cream cheese that I have over here. And I'm going to be using some beautiful California wonderful figs. I absolutely love figs. And I am going to be using some, I have some mozzarella over here that, I like to have different options. But with this, I also have a little bit of goat cheese that I'm going to be using in this. So first of all, let me put this back because I'm not going to be using this. It's you have to go back and forth with, all right. Because I got fresh mozzarella that I already cut up. So you can either have the packaged mozzarella or fresh mozzarella, but I'm going to be utilizing fresh mozzarella for all my empanadas. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of this with the figs. And I'm going to be using figs, mint, cream cheese, goat cheese. Yes, this is going to be a cheesy one. Okay, so now let me get this out of the way because we are done with that. Because I showed you that. All right, so right here I have my cheese because, we're going to start getting ready for, to assemble our empanadas. You know, in the meantime, our dough is sitting in the refrigerator, chilling, relaxing, and doing its thing. All right, so how many figs? I am going to start with 3 figs, personally, and I am going to start with 3 mint leaves. Figs and mint, they go along, they get along very well, and it's refreshing, and I like that. I like that refreshing feeling. And then what we want to do over here, guys, is, let me see if I can clear the deck so you guys can see better. We're just going to remove the tips, okay? And when you can have parties again, and it's coming, you know, we'll be having parties again and having friends over, you know. This is such an amazing, wonderful thing to serve them, you know. And look how beautiful. Oh, and these are, I believe these are called black figs, and look how beautiful they are. So I think that I'm going to have enough, and I'm just going to cut them like in small little pieces, okay? Because I want to be able to bite into the fig, and I want to be able to taste the fig, and I just love it. And you know, and I don't know if anybody has done a fig one, but I don't know, but I wanted to try it. I didn't want it in a salad, I wanted it to try it. So now I have this beautiful that, and then I thought that I had a little bowl with this. But bowls are just disappearing left and right for me. All right, so I'm just gonna put my figs right over here like so, okay, in this nice bowl that is, I just got it out of the refrigerator, so I'll keep it nice and cold. And then what I wanna do is I wanna take my mint. Be careful, don't take your finger out. And because I just want to put a little bit of mint in there, and it's a wonderful flavor. So I'm just going to have a little bit of mint right over here. And if I need to have more mint, guys, you know what? I also have some extra mint, okay? So then I already have my goat, and this goat cheese right here, it's organic goat cheese. Well, actually, it's not organic, but I know where it came from. So, and what I want to do is I just want to put some of the goat cheese right over here. It's crumbly. This has got the one that has got the honey. And boy, I love this goat cheese. All right, so I'm not going to use a lot of it, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this away. Cover it all up again. Done with that. Okay, and then the cream cheese, I'm just going to leave it like so. Okay, so now as you can see, I have pretty much, you know, my fillings. We have for the savory, we have this right beautiful meat that we made, and then for the sweet, we're going to do the this beautiful figs with goat cheese, with honey goat cheese, some mint, and some mozzarella, and then some cream cheese. And actually, I do have a vegan cream cheese. You don't have to go vegan. I'm not vegan, but sometimes it's, you know, you know, I'm just trying to make it a little healthier. All right, so now that I have done all of this, I am going to put this away, because now we gotta bring back our board. Where's my board? Oh, here it is. Ha ha. All right, so now I got my board. We got everything. Make sure that you get yourself very organized, because we're going to be working like this, okay? And now I just want to make sure that we get our flour. Oh, here's all my 4th cups. All my 4th cups are in there. All right, so what I want to do is I want to use this board, and you know, and then kind of get an idea on how many, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you know what? It's just my husband now, so I'm not going to really worry about how big they're going to be, because you know these are going to be turned over. So, but I'm going to be using this, and make sure that you get yourself a little paring knife, and make sure that you dip it, you know, in flour, because then that will be easier for you to kind of go around. Okay, so I just got this. I want to get this nice and. I have my, I flour that, I got this nice and floured, and now I'm going to go get the dough. Now, the dough that I am going to bring out of the refrigerator, okay, is the dough that I made yesterday. And what I did, I let it stay in the refrigerator overnight. And that's what I'm going to be using because I wanted to show you from start to finish how to do everything. All right, so let me get the dough from last night. So if you were to use the dough that we just made, it's too soft because it really needs to sit in the refrigerator. So I have this other dough that is set in the refrigerator overnight. And let me tell you, when you do it that way, your empanadas, they should come out beautifully. Okay. So then what I have here is I have this beautiful dough that has been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. Look how beautiful this is, okay? All right, so now what I like to do to this is I like to just kind of, you know, flour everything because I don't want nothing to stick, all right? And then what I want to do is I want to bring my rolling pin, all right? It doesn't, you know, whatever rolling pin you have. And what I want to do is I want to put it in the center of my board, okay? And then I just want to start rolling out. Oh, and it is a, you have to put the pedal to the metal and let it roll, okay? It is some work to do, guys, but that's how we do it, you know? Oh my goodness gracious. You know, when my doctor asked me, what do you do for exercise? You know what I told her? I cook. I mean, cooking is just not, you know, it's work, but let me tell you, it's great work. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a lot easier. I am just going to cut it in half. I'm going to cut it in another half over here. Okay, so it'll be a lot easier for me to kind of get it all out. Yeah, there we go, much better. And what we want to do is, you know, is we don't want it too thick and we don't want it too thin. How thick or how thin, I did not measure, so I cannot tell you. So just make sure that as you're doing this, okay, you're just spreading it out. Start spreading the dough. We got to make the empanadas. Whew. This is hot. I'm telling you, but it's a good workout. And then you can tell, you know, you can tell your friends, hey, I worked out today. What did you do? Hey, I made empanadas. That's how we keep the muscles, you know, and just, you know, keep picking it up. All right, because, you know, we want to get, you know, we want to get quite a bit out of these guys. You know what I mean? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I have a, well, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I was going to grab a plate. Why should I grab another plate? All right, so as you can see, I needed to make it a little more thinner. I'm using, you know, just, it's, the board keeps split, kind of doing that because I have it on top of something else so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. All right, so now, I don't want it very thin and I don't want it very thick, okay? Because, you know, you don't want to eat a lot of dough. You want to be able to really enjoy. And I'm telling you, it is work. But what you get out of it is amazing. All right, so now that I have it nice and thin like that, I'm going to take this and I'm going to get it as close as possible to that. And I am just going to go around like so. All right. Woohoo! Move over. And look at that! Woohoo! You see that? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side like that. All right? And just going to add a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to the next one. All right, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to, you know, do the same thing. You know, I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to, you know, continue to roll this one out. Well, I'm going to add it to this other one. Why not, right? I mean, it's a lot easier sometimes to roll it all in. I have done it in so many different ways. I have rolled this completely out, you know, into like something like this and then cut them like that, so then I know that I got so many. But I am not having a party, and I'm hungry, and I want to have at least a couple of these good babies over here, okay? So, And as a matter of fact, I am just going to roll this out just a little bit more. Why not, right? Now that we have it so nice like that, why not? Oh yeah, baby. Ah, yeah. I could buy a press, but boy, you know, I don't make enough of these because, you know, they do have a lot of things, and this is, it's so nice to splurge on something like this. All right, so now we keep doing this. Woo-hoo! Phew! We're working it. We're working it. That's how it is. You know, we work in this kitchen. Because once you get these guys done, all right. Okay, so now, as I'm doing this, oh, and I'm telling you, you know, these pockets are so good that you could even, you know, get the kids to like them. And you know, you can do them with vegetables and all kinds of things, whatever the kids like. Once you master this, honey, it's the, you know, it's endless what you can do with it. That's why I wanted to show this to you, but it's very important to let them stay overnight. You know, invite the dough to spend the night at your house. Social distancing. Oh boy, okay. So now I am going to take my bowl again. I am going to get my paring knife because, you know, everything, I just lose everything. Here we go with a paring knife. Get it as close to that. And do another one. Okay, get this out. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so easy, guys. See, and that's why you know, it looks taunting, but it really is not. It's just a little bit more flour. You know, we're just going to spread this guy up a little bit more. Oops. It's because I have the board. If I didn't have the board, it would be, and I have a bigger board, but it would have taken the whole entire room, and I really wanted to bring this to you. All right, so now they're kind of the same size. Make sure that you keep them on the same size. Oh yeah, baby. All right, put a little bit of flour over here, put that on top, because you know, we don't want anything. I think I need to spread this guy out a little more. This guy doesn't want to spread out as much as the other one. All right. All right, so now we have that. So far, so good. We're gonna put this over here together. Let me pinch it so we can make another one. Again, you know, you can roll them out like in a Tootsie Roll, and then you can cut them. Especially, you know, if you have a bigger family, but you can get 12 out of these. And I mean, I've never made 12, because it's usually when I made this, it's been my husband and I, and sometimes the kids. You know, I'd rather have bigger ones than little ones, because, you know, it's less dough. Okay, so now, you know, I have a hole on this one. Obviously, this one is not wanting to. And let me put a little bit of that on there. Okay, because, you know, we want to use this guy. Hey, you know, you're usable. And it's okay if it has personality. You know, everybody's different. It's got to have a personality. And we have to be okay with it. You know, that is called acceptance. God accepts us just the way we are. Why can't we accept others just the way they are, okay? Okay, I'm done about that. Boy, this is going to be a humongous one. Okay, I'm just going to leave that over there. All right, so now I got some three over here. Well, this one, you know, and you know what? This is perfectly imperfect. And it's okay to be perfectly imperfect. So then what I want to do with this other one, I still have two more, guys. All right. You know, this is, and I could have stopped the video, and I could have came back, and, you know, but I'm not going to do it that way, because I'm a very busy girl today, okay? All right, so now I have this guy over here. Let me get this guy moving. Come back over here. I'm not used to using this board. I'm used to using the big board, so it doesn't keep doing that. But, you know, we got to have a sense of humor. You know, the reason we're so stressed out is because we forgot. You know, we get so scared. You know, and it is scary. You know, there's been very scary times, but you know, you're still here. We got to celebrate that. And we're celebrating with Empanadas Argentina. And I was thinking, you know, what song did I grow up with in Argentina? And I remember this song, Bésame, Bésame mucho. And I don't know the rest of the words, but I can make it up. Bésame, bésame mucho, because I'm going to make empanadas for you tonight. Well, actually, see that? We gotta have fun, guys. Life is too short. You're going to look back at this time and you're going to go, oh my God, I was so stressed out, but I made it, I survived. As you can see, it's imperfectly perfect, and that's okay, because we got things to do here. We are rocking and rolling here. All right. You know, you could get one of those press machines and it will be perfect, but what's perfect? What's perfect? As you can see, you know, I'm not really using a lot of flour, just a little bit so it doesn't stick. Okay, that goes there. See how fast? And now we are really moving and rocking and rolling. All right, so I'm just going to put that on top of that because I want this guy. I'm just about ready to take this board and throw it out the window. No, I'm not. It's a good challenge and it's a good workout. Oh yeah, baby, we're doing it. We're doing it, guys. We are doing it. Okay, we are doing it. I'll just come back and do that one later because that way I can start showing you. In the meantime, what I want to do is I want to get my power on, and I want this to really be hot. All right, not super hot. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil because I'm kind of seeing, because my cast iron skillet is kind of big. Yes, we're getting time now, almost. Yay! This is so exciting. All right, so I'm just going to finish this one guy up right here. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. And do the twist. Actually, do the making it round. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so now I'm done with this. Para ping, para pong. Move this out of the way here, because I can finish that later. And then what I want to do is I want to grab myself a plate. Because I want to bring my plate over here like so. And then what I want to do is I want to take where is my glasses? Because I was going to tell you how much filling, because in that way you know. I am going to be using a 1/4 cup of the filling. And I'm going to grab it right here, like so. And we are going to, okay, in the meantime, before I do that, is I'm going to take the same bowl that I did my cutouts, and I know that I have another egg somewhere, because we are going to need another egg. All right, apparently, I did not get that one egg. Let me go get the extra egg. And I have it right here. I am using organic eggs. And okay, so now we're going to put it right in here. All right, make sure you save that. All right, and I'm going to use my shifuli here. I'm going to lower my heat. My heat is getting ready. Okay, get yourself a brush. I know that I have, oh, here it is. Here's my brush, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/4 cup, all right, a 1/4 cup, and we're just going to put it right in the middle like so. Make sure that you get everybody in there, and you're just going to roll it like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over here. And you could go like this, you know, you can pinch it like that. But if you want to make it a lot faster and a lot easier, what I do is I just kind of go like this. All right. But I'm going to take my egg And I'm just gonna go like that, because, and then the egg is what secures everything. And then you're gonna take a fork, okay? And then you're gonna go around this. Oh yeah, go around it. There you have it. And now we're gonna just lay it right on that beautiful oil that is doing its thing. Now I'm gonna clear the decks over here, grab myself a little bit more flour. Okay, guys? All right, we're gonna put it right here like so. We're gonna take a 1/4 cup again. We're gonna put it right in there like that. Okay, then we're gonna take a little bit of the egg, and we're just gonna kind of go around like that. You follow me so far? And then you're gonna take this over like so. And then you're just gonna pinch. Pinch, 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 and pinch. And now we're gonna put these right so like that. And don't touch them. Don't touch them. You know, if one of the little things came to the side, don't touch them. Get the next one, okay? And I have 2 of those, so I want to do 2. I'm going to be doing 3 savory, because I wanted to finish showing you. All right, so I'm going to do that. So it depends on who wants savory and who wants what. Okay, take the egg, go all the way around. All right, and in Argentina, the way that I grew up, they were fried. I did not ever had a baked one in Argentina. Okay, now I have found that I can fit 3 in here, and I know that I had. Let me get a. You know, you think you have something and you really don't. No, I think I need to get another one like this. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Because right now, they are doing good. All right, so it's actually, I can continue to do that because the way that I laid that one down, it did not quite work. Okay, so I have 3. And now let me show you the ones that I'm going to be making for that. Is going to be the other one that I told you about, okay? Now, to this, I am going to lay 1 piece of mozzarella. And I'm doing it like that. And then I'm just gonna add my figs, all right? And I'm just going to, you can use as many as you want or as less as you want. I still have some more dough that I'm going to make more later. Okay. And here's some of the mint. Some of the mint goes over here. It's a wonderful flavor, guys. And then I'm just going to use my fingers to just put a little bit of the goat cheese like that. Just a little bit of the goat cheese like that. Just like that. Okay. And now I got my cream cheese, and I'm just going to add a little bit right on top of that, you know, just a little bit on top of that, like so. All right, so now I'm probably going to add a little bit more. Let me check on these guys. These guys are beautiful. And now it's time for me to turn them over. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to put the next one in there. Oh, yeah, baby. No, they don't have to be deep fried, okay? So now that I have this, I think I want to put a little bit more of the figs. Okay, you can use regular, you know, cream cheese. You don't have to have it like that, guys, okay? This is just going to be beautiful, and it's going to melt in there, and I'm going to get some more of the mint. Okay, so then what I want to do, the same thing goes to this. Same thing goes to that, and I'm just going to close this guys up like so. You know, and sometimes I kind of like to, you know, you can use your fingers. And I kind of okay. So, but then if you don't feel safe enough, you know, to do that, then you go ahead and use your fork, okay? So you can make them fancy, not fancy, but this is how I'm going to do it. All right, we can do the same thing here. I mean, this is the fastest way to do it. You know, this is the fastest way to do it. Okay, so now I got these wonderful things right over here. All right, so let me remove this plate. I am going to take this out because what I want to do is I want to bring my, I have a plate that is lined with paper towels that I want to take these guys and drain them over here, okay? So far, so good. All right. So now, because the ones of the fig ones, so you will know that they're fig, all right? What you could do is, you know, you could do something different, and you can kind of, you know, make a little indentation, you know, just very, very lightly indentations, so then you know that those are the sweet and savory. Just, you know, I didn't cut through, okay? I did not cut through. I just put very light indentations on those. Okay. Okay, there goes another fork. Everything is flying today. And Reggie's like, well, wait a minute, there's nothing in them. All right, so now, let me check this out. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, mamma mia, que bellezza. Boy, these are colossal ones. You don't get this at no store. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have my serving plate right here. And I am just going to move everything around. Now, with all of this leftover, okay, you can make this and then you can keep it for 2-3 days, and you can keep the dough in the refrigerator, and you can take it out, and you know, as long as you keep it nice, it usually keeps for about, for mine it keeps 3 to 4 days, but it doesn't last that long for mine. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to check on my, oh wow, they are beautiful. Oh yeah, and they're about, yes, let me get this guy out. As you can see, it doesn't take a lot, and you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Oh my God, my husband, he's standing right there, and it's lunchtime. All right, so now that they have been drained, then I can go ahead and just put it like so on this beautiful plate. Oh, you know, oh. I'm glad I did not go on the floor, because he would have been run on it. Oh my God, it would have been disastrous. Oh, sometimes that has happened in this kitchen. Okay, now I'm going to take this giant one out. Oh yeah, baby. And I am taking this baby out. Look at that. And now I'm going to bring my savory, my sweet ones in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, these are not your ordinary, yeah. You know, we like to make things big. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Clean up the plate, make it look pretty like that. Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. Yes, yes, yes. So these are just going to be cooked for a few more minutes. And then you're going to drain them in a nice little a paper towel like so. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Should we look to see what they look like inside? I don't see why not. Mmm. Oh yeah, baby. Wait, let me get something that is worth me cutting this for you. And look. Look! You see what you made? Do you want to manja this? Look at this, guys. This is what you have made. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. I'm going to finish cooking this, and then we are going to manja. Look at these beautiful empanadas. Now you know what you get is you get this. You get this, guys. This is what you get. Manja time. All right, thank you very much for joining me today in Mia Cucina. And stay kind, stay safe, wear your mask. I love you. Mwah, blessings to everybody. And enjoy. Oh, wow. Enjoy this beautiful. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Enjoy this beautiful empanadas. Okay, ciao, ciao, baby. Mwah, ciao, ciao. Back to Manja. This beautiful empanadas. Oh, yummy, yum for you. Okay, ciao, ciao. All right. Let's see if I can find it.